All right, let's just jump right in. Today, we're going to explore a really profound spiritual take on a question that, let's be honest, we all have. We're going to use an incredible discourse as our guide to understanding why is life so full of challenges?
I mean, it's a question every single one of us has asked, right? Probably in a moment when you're just totally fed up or feeling down. Why is everything so hard? It can just feel like it never, ever lets up.
And you know what? This spiritual perspective, it gets it. It meets you right there in that feeling. It starts with this really simple but deep truth. Here, in this material world, nobody gets a free pass. No life is without problems. So first things first, it's not just you. This is literally part of being human.
So let's dig into that a little more. This idea that problems are just unavoidable, and why this is a totally universal experience for all of us.
So what does this struggle actually feel like in our day-to-day lives? Well, it's not always one big disaster, is it? It's usually this whole collection of things we all know so well. You've got those constant nagging problems that just grind you down, or that feeling of just not being at peace even when things are technically okay. Then there's that deep, gut-wrenching sorrow that can come out of nowhere, and of course the worries that just play on a loop in your head. The point is, in this material world, nobody is just 100% happy all the time. It just doesn't work that way.
Okay, but here's where things get really, really interesting. This is where we flip the script. We're going to stop looking at the problem and start looking at its potential meaning. This section is all about the hidden purpose of pain and how it might actually be pushing us towards something much, much bigger.
And that leads to the big question, doesn't it? Are all these challenges just random noise? Just bad luck we have to put up with? Or what if they're actually serving a higher purpose? What if there's a reason for it all?
And here it is, the core idea that changes everything. God gives problems to help you find the path of truth. Now listen closely. This isn't saying that hardship is a punishment. Not at all. It's saying problems are a tool. Think of it like a compass, a kind of spiritual GPS that's trying to get you to look in a different direction.
So, what is this truth it's talking about? Well, the teaching lays out two different realities. On one hand, you've got the material world. You know, your body, your relationships, your job, your stuff. It all feels super real and super important. But it's all temporary. It comes and goes. Then, on the other hand, you have the spiritual truth. This is the permanent, lasting reality, the unseen force that animates everything. The idea is that problems happen to kind of shake us loose. They loosen our grip on the temporary stuff so we can finally start to see the permanent stuff that really matters.
Okay, so if our problems are pointing us down this path of truth, where's the destination? What's the end game here? That brings us to our next section, which is all about two different kinds of liberation, known as mukti and moksha.
First up, we have mukti. You can think of mukti as leveling up. It's a form of liberation where, after this life, you get to be born as a human again to continue on this journey of seeking truth. It's seen as a really achievable step on the path, something you can earn through good deeds and through really getting to know yourself. You've passed the level, but you haven't beaten the game yet.
And then there's moksha. This is the final boss. This is ultimate liberation. It's the state of completely merging with the divine. And the whole cycle of being born again and again, it's over. You're done. And the teaching is super clear about this. This is a very difficult path. It's something that can take many, many lifetimes of absolute dedication to that truth we've been talking about.
So, wow, that's a huge journey. It's only natural to wonder, how on earth do I navigate something like that? Well, that's what this next section is all about, the true role of a guide. And, well, it's probably not what you think it is.
Yeah, this gets right to the heart of what a lot of people hope for, right? You go to a guru or some spiritual guide and you're kind of thinking, can you just fix this for me? Can you just make my problems go away?
And the answer from this teaching is a big, clear, resounding no. That is absolutely not what a guide is for. In fact, according to this, if that's what you're looking for, you're kind of missing the entire point.
So if a guide doesn't solve your problems, what do? Simple. They work on you. Their job isn't to change your circumstances, it's to help you change yourself. They help build your self-confidence, your Atmavishwas. They help you find true self-knowledge, Atmajana. See, they're not giving you something new. They're helping you uncover the potential that's already inside you. A true guide doesn't carry you across the finish line. They show you that you had the legs to run the whole time.
And this quote just sums it up so perfectly. A guide, the source says, they don't create anything new. They only bring out the talent that is already there. It's brilliant, isn't it? They're like a key, just unlocking a door that was already part of your own house. All right, let's bring this all home. In our final section, we're going to talk about how to turn all this philosophy into a new way of living. A really practical approach you can take towards hardship, starting right now. So how do you actually do it? How do you live this way? It boils down to a 4-step approach. First, introspect. When a problem hits, don't just react. Stop. Ask yourself, okay, why did this happen? Try to really get to the root of it. Second, accept. Just receive whatever comes your way, the good and the bad, with a sense of peace and patience. Now, this third one is a total game changer. Seek strength. This is where you stop asking, please take this problem away, and you start asking, please give me the strength to handle this. And finally, number 4, endure with a smile. You learn to go through life's tests, not with gritted teeth, but with a kind of quiet confidence, knowing it's all part of a bigger plan.
And the payoff for living like this? It's profound. The real joy in life doesn't come from some imaginary, problem-free existence. The real joy comes from that moment you look back at a challenge you overcame and you think, wow, look what I got through. Look how much stronger I am now. That's where the happiness is found, in seeing your own growth.
Which brings us right back to where we started, to that core message. This life isn't a penalty. It's a great test. It's an opportunity that you've been given to help you find that deep, underlying path of truth.
So we'll leave you with one final thought to really chew on. Think about your biggest problem right now, the one that causes you the most stress, the most pain. What if that isn't your biggest enemy? What if it's actually your most important guide?